comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh. What's up, guys? It's MD Shady from a Funko Popcast, back at it again with another great video for you guys today. Today we will be looking at my personal top 5 favorite Halo Pops. But before that, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So, like I said, we will be taking a look at the top 5 Halo Pops that I think are the best Pops. This is more of, I did take a couple things into consideration. One, how much I like the Pop, and kind of how much hype there was with the Pop, whether it's value-wise or a Pop that I've heard talked about from the Halo lineup throughout the years. So, coming in at number 5 on the list, I have Cortana, and I honestly wish this Pop could be higher up on the list, but it had to be number 5. And one of the reasons for that is because it's not one of those Pops that we see for holograms like you see with, let's say, that Darth Maul for Star Wars that they have, where it's that light blue color that is almost translucent but not really. I wish that it looked like that, but obviously this is an older Pop, so I can see why it looks the way that it does, and it doesn't look bad. But I definitely think that this Pop could look a little better, and that is why it came in at number 5. Moving on to number 4 on the list, I have a Pop that is not yet released, but it was announced recently, and that is the new version of the Grunt. This Pop looks hundreds of times better than that original Grunt, and that Grunt holds value, so I think the value on that Pop may be dropping, considering that this new Pop just looks so good, and I mean, people can get it for retail price. Moving on to number 3 on my list, I have the Best Buy exclusive Arbiter. This Pop looks awesome. I do think that the gold version, the Best Buy gold version, looks a little bit better than the common, I guess you could call it, and they both hold some pretty crazy value, which is pretty crazy, to be honest, because they're not like super old Pops, I guess, and the value is crazy for one, it being a common, but then the Best Buy one obviously is not a common, it is exclusive to Best Buy, and I do think that one looks better. The gold kind of makes the skin, like, the gold pops out on the skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say, whereas with the common, it's kind of all a gray, silverish color, which that's the reason why I like the gold one better, and it's cool to have a Best Buy sticker. Number 2 on my list is the GameStop exclusive game covers for Halo of Master Chief, obviously. This Pop is amazing. I'm really enjoying what Funko is doing with all these different covers, where you have the comic book covers, you have game covers, you have album covers. There's so much potential for these, and I think they did a good job picking Halo as a cover. I mean, it looks awesome. The figure of Master Chief is a good figure, and then obviously with the background, and he's kind of in front of himself on the cover, if that makes sense. It just looks perfect. It is one of the best covers of all time, in my opinion. So now, before we move on to number 1, I do have a couple of honorable mentions that I would like to talk about. And the first one I would like to talk about is the Jumbo Master Chief with the energy sword. I really like this Pop. I think in 10-inch form it would look really cool, and you could see some of the detail of his armor a lot better that way, and obviously it's really cool to have him having the energy sword. Then there is Master Chief with Cortana, and this is a solid Pop. I really like the Master Chief, how he is holding Cortana, and Cortana is see-through translucent blue, which is so awesome. That's kind of what I was talking about, but I do think that if they were to do another Cortana, they should go with kind of the Star Wars route for the hologram figures rather than it actually being translucent. But this Pop's really cool, and you get the best of both worlds with it. And the last honorable mention I would like to talk about is the Barnes & Noble Blue Master Chief. That is a really cool looking Pop. I love the color blue. It really stands out on the Pop, especially with his kind of, what would you call it, his visor, I guess would be the best way to put it. I think the two colors really complement each other, and unfortunately that's a really expensive Pop, or it would end up in my collection. And now moving on to number 1, which is my personal favorite Halo figure, and I believe it is probably the majority of people's favorite Halo figure, and that is the Blockbuster exclusive Gold Master Chief. This thing is crazy. It is worth over $1,000 Canadian, and how cool is it to have a pop that 1 came from Blockbuster and 2 has the Blockbuster sticker on it. I mean, Blockbuster is a myth to, I guess, the younger generation now, so it's really cool to have something in your collection to say, like, this was from a great time of when we were able to go to Blockbuster and, let's say, rent a movie, or go and rent Halo when it came out at Blockbuster. And the pop itself is pretty dang cool as well. The gold looks really nice, and it's not like the, what was it exclusive to? I can't remember, but there's a gold Master Chief that has the energy sword, I believe, but it's all just one color gold. This is like a gold armor kind of Master Chief, and it couldn't get any more awesome. So after looking at my top 5 favorite Halo figures from Funko, I'm really thinking that I probably should start collecting Halo figures. I currently have none in my collection, and it is one of my favorite games. I believe Halo 1 was the first game that I ever beat front to back, so honestly I should add some of these pops to my collection. Unfortunately, a large majority of these pops are at least a couple $100, some being obviously like that gold Master Chief being over $1,000 Canadian, which is just ridiculous. But if I could have that pop in my collection one day, that would be kind of the holy grail to my collection, and I really would love to have that Blockbuster sticker. So that is all the time we have for today. If you liked this video, don't forget to smash the like button and leave a comment in the comment section down below of 1, do you think my list was good, or do you have a more personal favorite Halo pop? And 2, what other Halo characters would you like to see Funko release in pop version coming in the future, considering we are getting more Halo pops, especially with that new lineup that was just announced. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and hit that little notification bell to be notified when future content like this video gets released. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Peace in, peace out. Yeah, Chopper, shut the f*** up. Maybe let me just give them treats quick and then she'll shut up.
I'm a hand. Today we're going to talk about the Halo Pops. At number 5.
Hello? Okay, I'm gonna still be an hour, so I gotta go work at KFC for an hour. He's a delivery driver there. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Peace in, peace out.
Chopper, frig off.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.